on my light. Hello. Oh, my screen is dark. I don't know that anybody's going to watch, but okay. That's a little bit better. Hope everybody's doing fantastic on this fabulous Friday. So let me see here. So basically, I'm pretty new to the collective, and I am a light worker, a healer, an empath, clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient. These skills and abilities are very new to me. But one thing I do is I have a few tarot readers that I really like. And so that's kind of how I've really learned a lot of the stuff that I have. So I just wanted to get on here because I figure that there are going to be a lot of people uh, who don't have a clue about a lot of the stuff, kind of like how I was really new to it. So I figured for a couple videos, I'll introduce, like for instance, I'll start with this. I just got my first Oracle deck, the Illustrated Crystallary. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But so basically, I just wanted to do, I don't think I'm going to do like public readings, but I know if anybody that I know personally ever watches any of these videos, I know people probably have a lot of questions. And so I just want to show kind of like what I do and that I'm not practicing anything crazy. I did want to let everybody who I don't know I was raised super religious. I won't share which religion, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, things like tarot, oracle cards, astrology, crystals, those are kind of taboo in my family and in the community that I grew up in. So I'm being open minded, yet I am still like a little bit reserved. I am transcending. However, it's a journey, and I still have my ego full force. So, anyways, let me just go ahead and show you. So, basically, all that I do is I take the cards, and I usually do like a 3-card spread for myself. Okay. And then I don't know. I kind of just shuffle them until one falls out. I know everybody does different. I don't have a table or anything. I've been healing from peripheral neuropathy for the past year. So I'm pretty much spent like most of the last year sitting in bed and in a lot of pain and just getting over that. Thank um, Thank the divine, my guardian angels, my ancestors, my spirit guides, the whole spiritual realm. I'm very grateful because I believe that the peripheral neuropathy that I had, I shouldn't have healed from. And so I believe that I have a big mission on earth as a light worker and a healer and my other titles that I 100% believe resonate with me. So, if anybody has any questions, I'm not sure how other people do this, but I believe that knowledge should be shared. And while I'm on that, I just wanted to let you know. I know that I see a lot of people like asking for donations and things like that, and I thought, well, what if I start these videos and people start asking? So I just made an Amazon wish list. So if you ever want to, don't feel the need, please. But I'll share the links in my videos if you ever do feel like that's something that you want to do. Okay, so I got my first card, and then I won't take too long here. I'm sorry. I hope everybody has like plans or you're going to be relaxing this weekend. I know summer's just around the corner. School's going to be out. I have a little 11-year-old princess who's my whole world. Okay, so sometimes what I do is I'll say I'm gonna do three cards, and then four will fall out. So I'm like, okay. So let's just quickly see what these crystals say. I chose this oracle deck for my very first one because I kept like feeling like I want to work with crystals, and I keep being told in the readings that I'm called to that I'm a healer, and so I really didn't know what that meant at first, and so I figured this was a good way for me to learn as well as develop my skills, and that way I can share it with other people. So the first one I got is Envision the Future, Precious Opal. Beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. So basically, it's talking about the ancient oracles, the priestesses of Delphi, their ability to make sense of the swirling waters. She feels the ways in which the waters of time can be channeled or dammed, creating different outcomes and new visions. So the thing to remember is so let's say that you do watch tarot, okay? The most important thing to remember, and I think it's hard to when you believe that you're resonating with a reading, it's really hard um, to remember that the future can change. It is ever changing. Energy is constantly flowing. The slightest little bit of, the slightest change in attitude or something that's just like a little bit out of the norm can change. I mean, it's a butterfly effect. So it literally, I'm sure that you've heard of that. And um, any change that you do here can not only affect you and those around you, but it can affect literally people around the globe for who knows how long. It's kind of interesting, but kind of crazy at the same time. So blue or precious opal says choose your road and name your path. That's how the future emerges out of the swirling waters of time. And then it usually will, this book anyways, will give you a ritual and a reflection. So this one, let's see, visualize your future. So if you believe in visualization, if you believe in manifestation, law of attraction, which is all true, then you want to be constantly visualizing. You want to be focused on the future, but not so like you want to be living in the present, but visualizing yourself having what you desire already. So let's see. So identify something that you want to move toward in your life. This could be in your career, your love life, or your home life. Maybe a trip you want to plan, something that you're creating. Maybe you're a musician, an artist, a writer, a dancer. Spend a few minutes, get quiet. If you meditate, just try to focus on your inner self and avoid distractions. Instead of lists and ledgers, envision your future. See it in your mind's eye. Feel yourself sitting, like what I did when I first learned about meditation is I would picture myself on the beach because it's my favorite place. And so I would feel the sand beneath my toes, and I always like to run the sand on, through my fingers and stuff. So actually try to smell the smells, feel the sensations, what feeling do you have in this future of yours? And then walk yourself through a day, notice all the details, and then like I said, you want to feel the sensations. So making it feel real to you today is how you manifest things tomorrow and in your future. So this one, a rhythm becomes a habit when we can no longer hear the music. So, do you let yourself break out of daily patterns, or how does it feel when you do? So, opals are not crystals. They have a regular arrangement of atoms, but most opals are amorphous. So, they do not have a regular internal system. Precious opal is the exception, though. Flow has found a stable structure. So, But precious opal also remembers the freedom that comes from having no pattern. She knows that fluidity allows you to find your way out of the ruts of daily life so you can explore new ways of being, alternative futures, and new possibilities. Okay, so we don't need to read everyone, but let's see. Larimar is the second one. So the first is the surface level. So this is like, to me, if I started in the morning and this was my first card, I would visualize, I'll just be honest, I'm visualizing a beach house for me and my daughter. And I don't care where, but my daughter and I wrote down specifically every detail we could think about the house, and we talk about it, and I read it often, and I picture myself going to get the mail or, like mundane tasks like that. So that's something that I would do there, and then ask the questions like at the end. So let's just look. I'll just do one more just so that way you can kind of see the process. So this says first the fire. So Larimar was born of fire. And let's see. Look below your surface emotions and find the fire within the water. You've got them. We all do. Fire creates earth, solid ground from which new things can grow. Let's see. And Larimar counsels, when you can't fathom the motives of the people around you, look beyond their water to see their fire. This is where you'll find your true understanding. So, talks about passion for the ritual. It's a hunger, a drive. It warms, it consumes. Let's see. Have you ever felt the need to put aside your passions to be sweetly loving or cheerfully present? Understand what's hiding your own fiery core by constructing your emotional mask so you can look at it and understand it. So this tells you gather images that represent how you think you should feel or how you think you should feel. So others' expectations, sometimes it can even be expectations that you put upon yourself. So like this, they give an example if you wear a business suit every day, but you prefer jeans. Or you wish your handwriting was, small and loopy and it's, like a little scrawl, like a doctor's or something. So then this one's kind of silly, but it says, grab a piece of cardboard, cut it into oval for the holes of your eyes, glue images onto the mask, and then observe yourself. How do you feel when you put it on? Be open to the idea that at some point you may want to burn this creation. Make sure you go outside, please. Don't burn your house down. And giving up the emotions and illusions that dampen your flame. And then this one, the reflection. Let's see. If you have passion, there's no need for excuses because your enthusiasm will trump any negative reasoning that you might come up with. So if you know me, you know I'm all about positivity and negativity. I believe even before I truly realized I was a light worker, I had been told I have like an astrological life guide who I about 1 year actually next month. So she actually told me that, but it was like the first time I really dove into this whole world. So, but yeah, so I usually like to have a script, but anyways, I just kind of go through those. I am learning astrology and tarot. So I got these at Barnes & Noble. They're just nothing super special, but they're just short. So if you're like me or somebody who maybe is asking questions about not only astrology or tarot, but there is dreams and crystals and divination and I'm trying to think what else. They do have a couple crystal ones. This is at the one of the San Diego ones, so I don't know exactly what you have in your Barnes & Noble, but probably online. So these were $5 on sale. So it's a pretty good deal just so you can get the basics like the tarot. I have a tarot deck too that I do every day. And this just goes through every single card and tells you like the general description of it. So if you are again new to the world, or this part of spirituality, I would definitely suggest going and investing in a couple books. You can look online. That's how I first started. I just prefer books. So let's see. So this I also wanted to share. I'm borrowing this right now. It is The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life. I'm not very far because I am a natural born researcher. I'm a truth seeker, and part of my um, life's purpose, I don't know exactly if I would call it life's purpose or soul mission, or if it's the same thing, sort of. I think they're a little different. But part of my purpose is to illuminate lies and shine light on the truth. And when I realized this, I was like, of course it is. People love the truth, don't they? Well, since I've been going by this, my life is slowly but surely getting more fulfilled. I can feel my intuition getting stronger. I can feel my grandparents around me. I know there's other ancestors. I don't recognize the energy. However, it's pretty amazing. So, let me see here. Sorry, I usually do videos for I did want to talk about Countries Connecting. So this is my Facebook group that I am um, incorporating, I hope, this month as an international nonprofit. We have a change makers group, and we have US, like leaders from the US, from Uganda, Nigeria, just adding one from Ghana, Kenya, Cameroon, South Africa. We did have Germany, but he's a student. And then I have leaders, pastors and nonprofit like founders in India and two in Pakistan. So that group, I put the link below just in case anybody was interested. I know the collective, a lot of us are humanitarians, and so my group isn't like huge, but it's God is definitely behind it, because I think I created the group on January 10th of this year, and let me think, probably by my birthday in April, so like 3 months, um, we hit 300 people, and we do weekly meetings. And I had to take a little hiatus from that because I could feel some energy that wasn't good for the nonprofit. And since I'm just incorporating it, it was actually somebody who I was considering asking to be on my board, but um, thank the heavens that the divine just put me right on guard. It was pretty amazing. Um, I didn't like the process. It took me too long to realize to listen to myself, because I doubt myself a lot, and I think, well, what if I'm not right? And as soon as I blocked him out, I also follow numerology, so I checked some of like my angel numbers for like the next hour. Uh, the angels communicate with me a lot through numbers, and I notice a lot of numbers around me. Like I said, I am all about words. I don't dream in color. I have had a couple visions since I've been awakening, but not very many. And I never have dreamed. So I was kind of like, okay, I don't see how I'm going to do this. And then, you know, I believe that the divine talks to you in what way makes most sense for you, because they they don't have to go by time like we do. God can do whatever he wants to do. And since writing words, I'm checking my email. Once I notice numerology, I get these messages all the time, and it helps me lead my life and make good decisions. See where maybe I'm not telling myself the truth fully. So, let me see. So the numerology that guides me throughout the day, and then I did the little crystal, and I had one other thing. Yeah, I have my amethyst earrings. There is I don't know if anybody that might see this is from San Diego. There's a big crystal convention or crystal fair in July here in San Diego, and I hear it's one of the biggest ones. I don't know how around, but I never been to one, and I definitely want to go. I think it'll be an awesome time. So I'm going to do that. Let's see. So with crystals, I don't think I said this before, but so I just am using them for protection and for healing. Like I said, the neuropathy, I do know I said that. Um, I know there's a lot of uses. You can sleep with like under your pillow, and they can illuminate your dreams. Sometimes a lot of us in the collective right now are going through the exact same things, or maybe some are further along, on their journey. But like mental confusion and, black magic and spells and all that, um, I've learned the hard way the past couple months that this is real. Um, and I am just really super grateful that I've gotten through the hardest part of that, because I'm starting to feel my mental clarity. And I think this also has to do with the fact that I'm just aware that, like, I don't know how to describe it. So I'll just say it how I know best. And if you don't know, you can research it, or you can always feel free. I have my email and my Facebook down below. Because, like I said, I am an avid researcher. And so I am not formulating my words wonderfully right now, but this is like all I do. I'm writing a book, well, 2 books right now. And then I've got Countries Connecting, the nonprofit that I'm going to be incorporating. And so hopefully in October, I'm going to start traveling. Africa is our first stop. So let me see. So if anybody has any questions, like numerology, I would say is the most interesting thing to me right now, because it is scientifically proven. And there is a lot to it, but if you just learn a little bit every day, that's, I guess, what I would say if you're just starting out. Same with if you are interested in tarot, there's nothing wrong with reading tarot. There's nothing wrong with using crystals. There's nothing wrong, studying all these things and using the tools that God gave us to help align with our higher selves. Now, the problem comes when people use and abuse these tools to harm others, to throw spells on others, to wish, harm upon others, which is wrong. Um, for me, I believe that as a humanitarian in the physical sense, it is important for me to help as many people around the world as I possibly can. And what is amazing is when I created that, and on just the Facebook group was all it was. When I created that, I honestly just did it on a whim. I thought, well, little did I know it was not a whim at all. It was the divine guiding me, my angels, whatever was helping me in the spirit realm. If you go and you scroll through and you see some of the creations, the graphics that I made, the logos, this all new to me, and I just put my all into it. And it was pointed out that I have manifested a whole international nonprofit because I focused that hard for, I would say, about 4 months straight. And I've taken the past about month, not off, but I've had to separate myself to get rid of that energy. And now that that is gone, this week we're getting back into it. So I just wanted to share a little bit about me. I don't. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I will get better at this if people bear with me, or if you want to send me an email and you got some tips about numerology or tarot or oracle decks. I've got some index cards to create my own, because although I'm new, I've also learned that I'm quite powerful, and it's been a little bit hard to swallow. Like it's that religious, like that strict, like you're not special type of thing, kind of, that I've had to get over. So I've been getting over that, and that's another reason why I'm learning a few things at once, because I'm getting all these messages and I don't quite understand how to process them all the time. So I do a lot of writing, because writing is how I express myself, and I believe it's probably one of my most powerful like skills or abilities. It was definitely given to me by God, and I just want to learn how to use it to help the most people, to heal. As part of the collective, we are here to raise the people's vibrational energy, but we have to do it first ourselves, because it all starts inside. I did want to say one thing. I know not many people know who I am, so you don't have to take me for whatever you want to. But if people are telling you, tarot readers, psychics, reaching out, number one, they usually don't reach out. It's very rare. Number two, if they, insisting you need a cleansing, this is what they do. And they're trying to, whether they, are going to do the ritual or not for you, or the prayers, I want everyone who is going to listen to me to know how I stand on this. I do not like lies. I have come clean with people in my life since finding out I'm in the collective. It's taken me a little bit to admit some of these things on social media. A lot of the collective is not on social media. However, this is where my business is, so I must be. And I tried to step away, and it wasn't working. No, nothing was working. I couldn't even make money. And I believe that in starting this nonprofit, I've been so frustrated. I can't make a dollar online, you know, besides the fact that my money is blocked. I think by a karmic, I believe that it's much bigger than that. I believe God wanted me to learn that I don't need a dollar. And I have, almost probably 15 countries in my leadership group, and I would say, like, we have since I've kind of been disappearing and stepping back and focusing on myself, because remember, you can't share from a dry spring. So since I've been doing that, I have people from the group messaging me every day, checking on me, telling me they're praying for me, that this is God's will. I mean, it's quite amazing. I hope that if you're interested, you check it out. Anyways, okay, so I'm a little rambler, but I did have a couple numbers. I'm not going to read like too much of them, but I just wanted to share what they kind of say to me. So 7:07 was actually the exact time that I was about to start this video or enter all the information. So what I do is I just go into Google and I type in 7:07 angel number, and it means your spiritual team is always near and ready to aid you. 7:07 asks you to embrace all past, present, and future endeavors, good or bad, as blessings and be grateful for them. 7:07 is in total synchronicity with and energetically aligned with the twin flame relationship. So if you start seeing this number, then this could indicate that you are in total synchronicity with your twin flame. And if you'll know if you have one or not. If you never heard of it, feel free to email me. It's quite interesting. Some people don't believe it, but that's the other thing. Oh, with the tarot. So besides just watching out for them, asking for money and all that, just remember that God gave every single one of us the power to heal ourselves. Now, this is especially true for the light workers, the collective, the 144,000 light workers who are here, like me, to raise the vibration of Gaia. Because, again, we have to heal ourselves first. So that's what is going on. If you're not in the collective and you're feeling just, you've got, everybody must feel out of sorts. And it's a little bit calmer, I guess I would say, for those of us who have found each other and talk about it and realize we're all going through the same thing. But we are here and we are healing our vibration so that way we can go out into the world and help and fulfill whatever mission we each have, because everybody's is different. So, very similar. It's all in service to, we're answering God's call and we're saying, yes, like I will do my very best, the best of my ability, to help heal the world, because this is what's wrong with the world, is that nobody can heal because nobody has been taught how. If you go in Countries Connecting, I did a video. It's a little bit smoother because I'm used to talking to the group there. But I talked all about healing and how people, they don't, you, I don't want to go into the whole thing, but you can't, let's say, for like love, if you are not shown love, if you are not shown kindness, if your parents don't exhibit these, or whoever raised you, or the adults in your life, if you never experience true unconditional love, no matter what you do, you are loved. This is everybody says that I love you unconditionally. Unfortunately, it is rare. And I have had, I've been blessed. We'll just say that with people in my life, especially when I was little. So, but if you have not experienced that, you can only give off to other people what I mean, so if somebody is bullying you, or people are talking down and just mocking you, belittling you, making you feel worthless all the time, and you've never experienced somebody being kind to you, why would we think that person can then go and be kind to someone else? Does that make sense? So the problem here is that it just becomes this big vicious cycle where he treated me wrong, so I'm going to get vengeance because now I, don't care for this person. Excuse my language. I'm trying not to use certain words in my speech recently. But you see what I'm saying? And then you hurt him, and then he's mad, and he goes out, and he's in a bad mood, and he's rude to all the people he sees. And it's like it's a virus. It's like a pandemic, Like, where does it stop? So 34 minutes later, I'm going to cut myself off and not even get into my numbers. And I'm going to decompress and make another video tomorrow, and just try to focus on what I do for Countries Connecting is focus on one topic at a time. And then that way my thoughts are a little bit aligned, because I've got a lot going on in my life in general. But I just want you to remember to, whether you're still sleeping or whether you're awoke or awakening, whatever the case may be, you can still hear my words. So remember that people hurt other people because they're hurting and they don't know how to heal. And that's what we're here for, the light workers. That's what the chosen ones, we're here. God is calling us to step up into our power that He is giving us to use for the benefit of humanity. And so what we're doing is healing ourselves so we can help others heal. But you can take the first step. What if, even if you're not in the collective, and you can begin to look inside and see the ways that you need to heal. I do talk a lot about this in my Facebook group. So if you do like anything I'm saying, please check that out. And then the other thing is knowledge should be free. I am writing a book, as I said. I have a couple, and I'm just trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go first. And I think I'm procrastinating too much on that. So it's something I'm focusing on a lot, the past couple days. But I don't judge anybody because everybody has their own beliefs, their own values, their own morals. As long as people are not rude and, just hateful to other people, then I believe to each his own. And so the donation thing, I don't want anybody to think I'm talking bad about anybody who is giving their services and charging, because there's nothing wrong with that. But to me personally, maybe this is because I'm the founder of this international nonprofit that I wasn't expecting. But I believe that the knowledge that God gave me, I should not charge others for. And I believe that God will provide everything that I need, and if I can't find anything else. So that is all I have for you. Again, my name here on Gaia is Julie, and my original name, Analie. And I will share more and more as time goes on if people start getting interested. Again, all the links are below if you want to check anything out or you just want to add me. I love new friends, and maybe there's some way we can benefit each other throughout this crazy time that we live in. Okay, well, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.